am a school counselor at a public school, high school here in Las Vegas.
What does a typical day at work look like for you?
The day depends on what time of year we're in. So we go through the school year and do different things depending on what needs to be done. So the beginning of the year, we're registering students, getting their schedules. We're doing a lot of academic reviews with every student where we look at their transcript and look at their goals and what classes they want to meet their goals and what are their after high school plans. Then as the fall moves forward, we're looking at transcripts again to see if they are ready to, if they're ready to graduate, like our seniors. So we're working a lot with seniors and getting them on track to graduate. Then we do registration for next year. So we do different things throughout the years, and then throughout the year. And then we do different activities. Every counselor is assigned different school, we call them duties. So I'm in charge of the dual enrollment program at my school. So I spend a lot of time on that in the fall and the spring. So we all have different roles that we play in different times of the year. We do different things.
Oh, that's very interesting. Is there like a range of salaries that someone in a similar position to yours would make?
So in the school district here in Las Vegas, it is based on how many years you've worked in the school district and then your education level. So it's not really based on any merit. So like when you first start out, now it's about 50, and then each year you move up based on your education, and each year you get a little bit of a raise, but sometimes they don't, they'll put a hold on it. So I would say 50 to 86. And that's also counselors, school counselors here get paid the same as a teacher.
Okay, that's good to know. What is the best part of your job?
The best part is that we do different things throughout the whole year. So it's not the same job every day, and we work on projects. I like working in a high school because I like working with kids at that level. I like collaborating with my team. So in a high school level, you work with a team of counselors and you plan events together and activities together, and we go through the school year working together to help all the students in the same way. And I like helping students that really want the help and receive it, and who want to make some sort of change in their life or do better, or they accomplish something they didn't think they could, like graduating. So that's probably my favorite part.
That's awesome. What is the hardest or the worst part about your job?
The hardest is at certain times of the year you get very, very busy and you have deadlines you have to meet, and you have to meet them. And if you don't, it's the students who really suffer. So I have a strong sense of obligation to work a lot of extra hours at certain times of the year. And also, working with some parents can be difficult and challenging. And the students who you offer all sorts of help to, and you do everything to help them, and they don't help themselves. And sometimes I want it more than they do, and that's really hard because, they do get a lot of support, and some of them don't take advantage of it, so that's hard.
Yeah, that's tough. What is the biggest misconception, do you think, about being a counselor?
That you are a therapist or that you're counseling kids all day. There's very little time for that. We're sort of, as a school counselor, you're a place where a student could come to when they're having sort of a mental health specific situation, or certainly if they are having any suicidal ideation, or there's some sort of major event happening in their life, or it could be small too. But we can just talk to them a little bit, find out what's going on, and then we refer them to other resources. And so we're a good, safe place to go if you need to. We're a good place to go for students to decompress, but we're not doing hour-long therapy sessions. So some students or parents want us to, meet with a student for an hour every week, and we can't do that because a lot of what we're focusing on is academic counseling and career counseling. And then we do help many students, but we're more just there to give them the support they need in the moment. It's not a long-term therapy relationship.
Do you have a specific degree for your job?
Yes. Here in the state of Nevada, our district requires you to have a master's in school counseling. I think most of the country is that way. You have to have a master's in school counseling for public schools. However, some have other requirements, like sometimes you have to be a teacher first. Here in Nevada, you do not have to be a teacher first. So I was not a teacher first, but you have to have a master's degree, and you don't have to have a degree in education. So I had a bachelor's degree in psychology, and then I went and got a master's degree in education in school counseling. So that's kind of how it's phrased at UNLV. But yes, my program was 60 credits after I got my bachelor's.
Wow.
And you have to, each state will have licensing. So not only do you have to get your degree, but you have to pass like a national board or a test to be certified and get your license. Teachers have to do it too. So you have to do that. And most states have that as well.
Oh, very interesting. Well, thank you so much for doing this today.
You're welcome. Thank you.